I will achieve everything I set my mind for it, and I will support my daughter to achieve everything she wants in life as well. We are fearless. That's the word I would say, from hopeless to fearless. So we're gonna rock into the end of the mountain. We could do it.
So Room to Grow is designed with a two-generation lens, and that is primarily because within our theory of change, we know that you have to go through the parent as a child's first and most powerful teacher in order to support children. My name is Alison Crawford, and I am the CEO of Room to Grow, and I'm part of the New York-based Interdisciplinary Research Leaders program.
There's a body of research that parenting support programs can be helpful. There's a separate body of research that shows that income and in-kind goods can benefit families by reducing stress, reducing material hardship. And what was so exciting to myself, and what I think is also exciting to Room to Grow as the organization, is the idea that these two supports in combination can really be more powerful than sort of the sum of their parts.
Yeah, so at Room to Grow, our vision is that one day all parents will have the resources they need to become champions for their babies and their community. And the way that we do that is through three primary supports. The first being parenting education. The second is material goods for the baby, about a $10,000 retail value. And the third is warm referrals to additional services to help navigate supports.
So our IRL project in New York City is an evaluation of the Room to Grow program. In specific, we're launching a small-scale randomized controlled trial. So we see our project and the research project as sort of contributing to that understanding, and then hopefully programs like Room to Grow, which are what we think are super impressive, but are only in a couple spots right now in New York City and Boston, might be a sort of model for delivering more effective supports for families on a wider scale.
So at Room to Grow, we choose to focus specifically on age 0 to 3 because it's been widely proven that that is when a child's brain is developing at its most rapid rate.
There is great area of potential for families who are coming into Room to Grow. That there is this sort of inflection point in the first 3 years that if we pay attention to these families and we provide support to families, that we can really sort of make a great impact.
They guide you from the food to safety to clothing to reading. Yeah, because I have to read every day. Every day I have to read.
There are a lot of programs that provide parenting supports and parenting advice to families, and then there's a lot of social policies that will provide whether cash, whether it's tax credits or food stamps or in-kind benefits, etc. But Room to Grow is really neat for me because it sort of married the two, recognizing that you can't sort of do one without the other. So what we're really hoping to change through the IRL research project and our evaluation of Room to Grow is essentially our understanding of what families and what low-income families need to better provide for their goals for their children. So in terms of long-term goals and long-term change, what we would hope is that the outcomes of our research would sort of inform public policies and nonprofit services that are provided to low-income parents.
What I've appreciated is being in a fellowship alongside academics who have a very different perspective on the world and starting to stand in each other's shoes in a radically different way.
IRL pushes us often to, not sit back and wait for the data, but sort of build it into the whole, culture of change throughout the whole process. So that's been sort of a challenge. As a researcher, I'm used to, saying, well, I need the numbers.
But over time, what I've come to realize is that we're all working on the same problems of inequality from different angles, and that there is so much intersection between us. And so I found that to be really helpful both in my own learning, but also in terms of the work of Room to Grow.
I find myself sort of taking back lessons from this project, from our IRL project, to my other projects that I work on. In a culture of health, I think we realize that multiple systems are interconnected in influencing and promoting health among vulnerable populations.
In a culture of health, all parents have access to the knowledge, the resources, and have the confidence to become their child's first and most powerful teacher. And that in turn means that children are thriving physically, emotionally, and cognitively in ways that allow them success in their education and their career and their community life long term.